What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, come on in, grab your Yardies coffee, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so give your boy a hand. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all right? Now, guys, I didn't get a chance to react to a 2-1 win against Villa, and it was a really good win. For the most part, we looked like we had control of this game, right? And Scotty Mack.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Of course, Scotty Mack. So we're going to go right into it and talk about the 5 things we've learned from that game against Villa. Now, number 5, as I was mentioning before, Scotty Mack. Scotty Mack is the truth. I don't care what nobody says, and I'm going to be honest with you. Before, when he used to come on the pitch, I'm like, man, I wish we had someone a bit more dynamic, a bit more flamboyant, right? With a bit more flair. But the name of the game is to put ball in the net. And as far as I know, Scotty has done it more than anybody else in our team so far. So for me, Scotty is the truth. He's worth, after this season, definitely the 40 to 50 million. Now, the question is, and you guys let me know what you think. Comment down below. Do we sell him? Do we capitalize on it? Do we keep him as a utility man for the next few seasons? Will he want to be a utility man for the next few seasons, right? He's absolutely dangerous off the bench. He's a bit unpredictable, right? He doesn't have the, as I said, he's not the most flair-driven player or the most flamboyant player, but what he is direct. And direct, we definitely do need. So you guys let me know, do we sell him? And his value is probably the highest it's ever going to be. And he's almost 26 or 27, so it might be a good time to get some money and, you know, do something with it. But as far as this season goes, he's definitely in the run-ins player of the season, just on the basis of how much, I think he's even won us the most points in the Premier League from any other person, like scoring a goal, right? So, I don't know. You guys let me know. I would like to keep him for another season, but at the same time, like I said, his price is probably the highest. So, we could probably squeeze 50 million from somebody and get a good return on investment, especially him being an academy player. It's all profit, right? So, Scotty, here's to you, my man, and thank you for that goal. We needed it. Now, number 4, guys, although we won that game against Villa, we're still sitting 6th, and we're still about 5 points, could be even 6 points off the top 5, which I think, as of right now, gets you in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. So comment down below if I'm right. So every game after this game is going to be crucial. And guys, give or take, now guys, if you ask me, the next few games are definitely winnable, right? We play Luton away and then Fulham at home. So we should be taking 6 points from these 2 games. After that, we play, I think it's Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and then we go away to City. So by the time we get to City, we should have 6 points on the board, regardless of what other teams have done. I don't really care. As long as we have our 6 points on the board, and with Villa's form not as hot as it was in the first half of the season, I see them dropping another couple of points, and we should be able to sneak in there, right? On top of that, if we don't get these 6 points and progress in the FA Cup, that City game becomes a lot more pressure. We just got kicked out of the FA Cup. If we got kicked out of the FA Cup and we didn't take 6 points between Luton and Fulham, which there's no way we shouldn't get these 6 points from those 2 games. So the next few games, most of the games from now on till the end of the season are all cup finals. After City, we play Everton. So I'm looking at 9 points, guys. We might lose a City game and we'll take that L. But when it comes to the rest of the games, the next 5 games, we should be taking at least 9 points out of 12. Now, number 3, one of our goals from the Villa game came from set pieces. So I would like to think that our set pieces are starting to improve. I've seen them try a few tricks in game, so you know they're practicing it more on the training pitch. Højlund got his goal with the assist from Harry Maguire. Shout out to Harry for keeping his levels up after the entire season of what you had to go on through. Criticism from myself included. You've been really, really good, my guy. So keep up the good work. But as far as the set piece, and then you can also see that Harry has become somewhat of a focal point of these set pieces in the corners or in the free kicks. They're looking for him to get that first hit and then the second nod down to Højlund or anybody else that's within the vicinity. So I do believe that they have taken notice of all the stupid goals that we've let in from corners or from any kind of set pieces, and have kind of tried to remedy this problem. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how we progress. I want our defending from these set pieces to be a lot better. We still need to shut set pieces down. We cannot allow these anymore. They've been too much so far for the season. Number 2, guys, and this is where I'm gonna need some help from you. So please comment down below. Is it time to sell Marcus Rashford? When the manager took him out, when Ten Hag took him out of the game, for the first time I was kind of like, this is probably the best substitution you've made. It was the right substitution. Garnacho was playing his heart out. Finn was playing his heart out. Maino, Casemiro, Bruno, always on top level. But Rashford just somehow he doesn't seem to be here anymore, man. And with his stock, probably the highest we're gonna ever see it, despite having a crappy season, there is still the idea that he can bounce back from this season and give us something that resembles last season. But if you're asking me, he's also 26, turning 27. So if we're going to capitalize on an academy prospect that is probably worth close to easily 100 million, I think this season is probably the best season we're going to have a chance to do. But this summer is probably going to be the best chance we're going to have to do this. So for me, I think it's better that we do sell Rashford. At some point, you have to not get rid of players, but you have to freshen it up. And, he doesn't seem like he's interested in the project anymore. Whether that changes with the summer of new signings, Ineos Group is coming in. Sir Jim just got the approval from the FA to go ahead with the sale. He might be interested, but are we interested in him anymore? And I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean that at some point, it's best if we part ways. Rashford goes out as a really good United player who definitely was there for us, and he gets a chance to go explore pastures new and maybe win a title or two somewhere else, and we get a decent amount of money for him. You guys let me know about this one. Is it time to sell Marcus Rashford? Now, the number one thing that I did and that we did, I think we all learned from the Villa game, is that, guys, the future does look bright for Manchester United. And as bad as this season has been with early exits of the Champions League and getting pummeled in a few games in the first half of the season, and even having like one of the worst home records ever, I want to say the future looks bright. Højlund is starting to click. He can't stop scoring now, and long may that continue. Garnacho, he's trying to be Ronaldo number 2, and I'm not mad at him. If he can pull it off, he's getting close as anybody I've seen in recent years, right, from the Manchester United team. So Højlund is doing his thing. Main is learning from Casemiro. That partnership is just maturing into something beautiful. And while Casemiro won't be around I see him maybe here for one more season, there is a lot for him to learn from Casemiro within the next season and a half. So I want to see this partnership stay together. But then you're also looking at Anna in the last Villa game saved us at least 3 times. At least 3 times he saved us to keep us in this game and eventually go on to Scotty to win it, right? So from the back you have Onana, that's finally getting comfortable between the posts. We're looking at new defenders in the next window, in the transfer window in the summer, and Maino in the midfield. We might get another attacking midfielder to help out Bruno. Or there's also Mason Mount. He's still injured. I forgot we even had Mason Mount on the bench. And at this point, I think Mason Mount has to try and adapt himself to that Bruno role. Casemiro's role is going to be there, and Maino's role is solidified. So the only other spot there that for him to sneak into is a backup or the future one to take over for Bruno. And if Maino or Casemiro is out, maybe he can come in as a bit of a creative midfielder. But then we give ourselves too much problems defending and protecting the back four. But with that said, again, the whole team from the top to the bottom, and even a couple players on the bench, Ahmad is still on the bench, Pelestri, guys, leave a comment down below because Pelestri was just destroying Barcelona a few days ago, and we had him on a bench sitting for half of a season while Anthony stank the place up. So I would like to see Pelestri come back in the summer and finally give in a really good go. Or maybe he's not suited. Maybe the manager thinks he's not suited for the Premier League and he's more suited for a little less combative La Liga. But I've seen him in a few games during the season and he looks decent. He looks like he's got heart, he's got desire. I don't think he looks any worse than Anthony, right? So when you think about from the bench to the starting lineup, the team looks like we've got some depth in it. Sir Jim's coming in, Mr. Barada's coming in. There is a whole new shift happening at Manchester United. And I think in the summer, we're going to start seeing the beginning of it. And into next season, I'm a bit excited about that too. But we're going a little bit ahead. We're going a little bit ahead. But the number one thing that I have noticed from this game is that, guys, keep faith and keep hope because the future does look bright for this team. We've got some really good players coming through, and even from the academy, they're coming through. So good job. Congratulations on the win. We go to Luton next, and we have to win this. Guys, we got to win this, okay? But the boys got it. I'm going to say 3-1, Hoyland double, and a Garnacho. Garnacho comes in with the third goal. I don't want to say 4 and Rashford gets 1, but let's say 3-1 for now, right? So guys, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 100, so subscribe. And thank you for watching. So God bless you, and GGMU. Peace.